Hi, I'm Causing Claire and I cause your reality. We are doing today's live wealth manifestation session. As always, I'm going to start with the Satguru Vandanam, invoking the Enlightened Master's presence through our chanting prayer. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Yanamutim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrishyam Tatvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunadahitam Satgurum Tam Namami Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Welcome everyone, good to have you. Just getting started for today's wealth of manifestation session. Hope you're excited. There's been a lot of activity, especially after yesterday's session, where people have been manifesting wealth and messaging me about it all day. So amazing. Hi, Jason. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So I'm really excited to have all of us come here and enjoy the wealth manifestation session. So what we've been doing for anyone that is new or has not seen my videos before, hello, I'm Claire and I cause your reality. So what that means is whatever we decide in this moment to manifest in your mind when you come in this session, okay, I am able to co-create your reality, okay? I am an initiated disciple of Sri Nithyananda Swami, and I have my third eye awakened by him. I am initiated by him, which means that in this space, when I am talking to you and when we're doing this type of manifestation, I am using the third eye and the energy of the Enlightened Master, okay? Not of myself as a human being, okay? So this is my Guru, Sri Nithyananda Swami, and it is through his initiation that I'm able to manifest powers, is what we call them, okay? So whatever you want to create in terms of yes, Happy Ram, Navim, yes. So there's a whole bunch of celebrations going on right now. I celebrate everything. So if there's a celebration to be had, I am celebrating. So I am a practicing Hindu. That is my primary faith, but you can, it doesn't matter. There's no religious space here. There's no, you didn't come up as live for me. Sad. I don't know why. Anyways, all walks of life, whatever resonates with you is okay. It doesn't have to be what resonates with me. Okay? So, very, very, very excited to have all of us here. So think about what it is you want to manifest. If there is a dollar amount that you want to manifest, great. If it's health, great. If it's wealth, great. If it's abundance, prosperity, relationships, whatever it is, you can manifest anything you want in this space. Okay? What we've been doing for the past few days, if you haven't done it already and you want to join us, is we're going to be doing wealth manifestation and scanning and healing. Okay? And we have taken a piece of paper and a pen and have written down a dollar amount on a piece of paper, and the piece of paper with that dollar amount we've put under our pillows, okay? And so every single night before you go to bed, you take that piece of paper and you look at the dollar amount that you want to manifest, okay? And then you write down what it is. You write down what it is that you want to create as your reality and anything that you manifested that day. Okay, so there's a lot of people that have come in and said like, oh, Claire, like I manifested $250 today, or I manifested $1,000 today, or whatever, okay? So, give me one sec. Sorry, I'm just going through comments. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so if you don't have a paper and pen, now is a good time to get a paper and pen, because that is always part of the work that we do. So, okay, ready? So, piece of paper, write down, yes, you can absolutely write down more than one thing. So take your piece of paper and your pen and write down what it is that you want to manifest today in this space, okay? So we're gonna write down what it is that we wanna manifest in this space, put it down on a piece of paper. Additionally, what we've been doing is the majority of us that do these sessions on a regular basis have a piece of paper under our pillow right now with a dollar amount. Okay. And as part of the, thank you, Leanne. Leanne, as long as you're here, I'm going to put you as a moderator. Okay. So if there's any like haters that come in and start harassing, if you could just block them and kick them out, that would be great. Thanks. Don't worry. You don't have to stay, and do that all the time. But if there's like people that come in and start like attacking me over my guru and all of that sort of stuff, just like, please go block them for me. Okay. Thank you. To answer your question, thank you, Leanne. Biggest manifestation tip. Okay. So my biggest manifestation tip is, oh man, there's so many, to understand and have the cognition that you manifest your beliefs and not your wants. So you can want as many things as you could possibly imagine, but if you don't believe in what you want, and if you don't have the right cognition, the right mental setup to manifest that, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is Sri Nithyananda Swami. He's my guru. I'm an initiated disciple of him, and that's what these sessions are about. I create and cause others' realities through his initiation. To answer your question. Okay. All right. So, correct. Nithyananda. All right. So, my biggest manifestation tip is to understand what you believe. So, okay. How do you start understanding what you believe? The video that I posted just before I went live, this is a really good way to understand your beliefs. Any single time during the day that you get triggered, either by someone at work or by someone in your relationship or by your children or your friends or whatever, right? Whenever you get triggered, that is such a good indication of what your beliefs are, what your core beliefs are about you. Because when you get triggered, you'll start to have a bunch of negative emotions that come up, right? And it's the negative emotions that sit there unconsciously that create our beliefs. And in order for you to start manifesting the life that you want, you have to start changing the life that you've created. And you've created the life up until this point based on the age of 0 to 7 and all of the emotion and memories and experiences that you had up until that time. All of that is stored in your system. And that is what causes, that is what causes the vibrational frequency that you currently manifest at. In order to change those default beliefs, because by the age of 7, it's not like you knew what to root out, what to keep, what not to keep. Your subconscious brain just literally programmed everything in, right? So now we get to find out, okay, what is it that we believe? And the best way to do that is when you're triggered. So for example, let's say, you get into an argument with somebody. During that argument, when you're triggered, what is it that you're feeling about yourself? What is the negative self-talk that is in your head that you're saying about you? Okay, so for example, if my boss, I don't have a boss right now, I'm my own boss in this moment, but let's say back, in my other job, I had my boss, tell me I didn't do a great job on a project, which has happened. Okay, so he's like, yeah, Claire, you didn't do very good on that project. So right away, I get upset and I think I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not going to be disturbed by my husband in 2 seconds. What's up? Okay. Thank you. It's live. People happen. Okay. So, right? Like, what is it that you feel about you in that moment when you are triggered? So that's when you start understanding what your core beliefs are. And in order to start changing that, okay, in order to start changing those core beliefs, number one, you have to understand what they are, which is what is the negative thought current that happens in your head? And then what are you going to choose instead? You have to have a replacement, right? So what is it that you're going to choose instead? So for me, I have my own thing that I say, but for you, it's going to have to be something meaningful for you. So anytime throughout your day when you get triggered, I want you to, my boss insulted me and I socked him in the face. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. So there was a violent streak in you somewhere. Okay, that's fair. I would really explore that. So what made you feel so violent that you had to like sock somebody in the face? Okay. All right. Did I ever meet Nithyananda? Yes, 3 times. I have been to a 21-day program at... Hi, Shen. Oh, good. Shen, I'm going to make you a moderator as well. So for any of the haters that come in and start irritating me, I have you as a moderator so you can just block them, okay? Anyone that comes in is like, oh, Nithyananda, oh, the guru, oh, da, da, da. Okay, so Toronto, Hamelin, are you asking genuine questions? Or are you just here to annoy me and ask dumb things? You can just be honest. Yeah, you can be a moderator as well. Thank you. Okay, so back to the manifestation. Is it true that Nithyananda? Okay, this isn't, remember your triggers. Yeah, I'm getting triggered by people attacking my guru. Yes, remember my triggers. Okay, so take your piece of paper and take your pen and write down what you want to create as your reality. Okay, and then what I want you to do is... real question, like, doesn't he have his own island or something? Okay, let me just get this question out of the way then. All right, here's the real question. We have ashrams all over the world. Okay, and our primary ashram was in India, and we were essentially persecuted so badly that we had to create our own online Hindu nation so that we could practice our faith and enrich humanity. I sit here in these sessions enriching humanity, right? I don't get paid to do this. I don't, I take time out of my day to be here to manifest others' realities because I want to give back to humanity, because people are hurting and people need healing and people need to learn the ancient Vedic science that's being lost in the world. So we have an online Hindu nation. Does he have his own private island where he's hiding out somewhere and no one can get to him? No, he does not. Do I know where he is and what his location is? No, because he's in danger because someone tried to assassinate him. So he is in some undisclosed location, and all of us disciples and devotees, we are here to enrich and be the space of his teachings while he's not able to be out in the public doing it. So we are the ones that are here doing the work, okay? And he's supporting us through that. That's why we're initiated disciples. Okay, so what is it you want to create as your reality? Write it on a piece of paper, okay? And then I want you to allow those triggers to come up and think about something that triggered you today. And I want you to write down what it is you thought about yourself while you were triggered in that moment, okay? So write down what you want to create as your reality. And then I want you to write down what it is that triggered you today and what it is you felt about yourself when you were triggered. Does everyone understand? Okay, write down what you want to create as your reality and then write down something that triggered you today. And I try manifesting, but I don't know, it feels like it never works for me. Then you know what? XOGG, let's see if this is going to be your day, okay? You wouldn't believe the amount of people that end up manifesting after this session or right during this session. Like, there's tons of stories. If you go look at my TikTok videos, you'll see people comment what they've actually manifested after sessions. It's super crazy. It's amazing. So don't give up. Have will persistence. Okay, will persistence is don't give up on yourself. And don't ever think that there's a time where, enough is enough. I'm not going to bother anymore. Don't give up on life. Life is not going to give up on you, so don't give up on life. Okay? Keep going for it. Keep doing the work that needs to be done. I was talking about how there's so much stuff that is sitting inside of you every single day. We literally have to do this work every single day in order to clear it all out. And the good news is because we have an enlightened being's energy with us in this session, right? I've invoked the energy. Swamiji's here. Enlightened Master's energy is here, sitting in the space through this being, right? And what happens is we get to be on the lightning speed path. So we just get to clear it all out a lot quicker than if we were just on our own trying to do this. Plus, all of us in a group together, the more people we have, the greater the higher energy frequency, and we manifest more, the more of us there are. So that's why as many people as possible, when we can get us all together, we manifest faster. Okay? So the more, the merrier. All right. So here we all. Everyone understood the instructions? Write down what you want to create as your reality. And then write down on the piece of paper something that triggered you today. And then what it is you felt about yourself when you were triggered. I am in the best cult ever, my friend. You're right. I'm in the cult of bliss. Just call me the bliss cult. Okay. Just call me the queen of bliss. All right. So everybody did their work. Paper, triggered event, what they felt about themselves. Okay. All right. Yeah, Shen, you're a moderator. So what you do is you click on their picture, and then so when you click on their picture on the comments, then you can click block. Okay? Yeah. Oh, I know there's a lot of them. So they'll all start like sharing the video and be like, oh my gosh, someone's talking about Nithyananda. Everybody come in the session and let's all start harassing. Because they have nothing better to do but come get blessed by the guru. That's the funny thing. They come in here and then they end up getting blessings. All right. Okay, so next thing. The other thing we've been working on, okay, if you've done that other activity, the other thing we've been working on is all of us have a piece of paper with a dollar amount written underneath our pillow. And every night before we go to bed, we look at that dollar amount that we've written down, and then we write down, I'll explain in a second, Magician Tarot. So then we write down what it is that we've manifested, okay? And it's amazing. And we're doing it for 7 days. Okay, so for 7 days under our pillow, we have a dollar amount written down. We look at it every night, and then we write down good morning, and then we write down what we've manifested that day. Okay, do that as a practice. We're doing it for 7 days. If you just need to start today, that's okay. You can start today. Positive ping, thanks. That gives us some good juju here. All right, so to explain for everyone that's here why people are saying, why with my guru. Okay, so gurus in India, okay, are very persecuted. My guru in particular, okay? My guru in particular, thank you, Positive Pink, had a fake morphed video. I'm sure you guys have heard of deep fakes, right? They exist all over the place now. But back in the day, there was a deep fake video made of him, and they put him in a very negative light. It made it look like he was in a sexually compromised position with a devotee. All right, someone that worked at the ashram. That never happened, and it was a faked video. But they used that video to try and persecute him, okay? And they've tried to assassinate him. They've tried to poison him. They've burnt our ashram. The media had filmed it. There's been a lot of persecution that happens to gurus in India, and it's because they have the power of the people. Okay, when you're in government, you want to have control of the people. Enlightened beings, because their whole mission on earth is just to enlighten humanity and enrich other humans and to give back to the world, that gets power of the people. And when you have power of the people, that is a dangerous thing to have. So they will be persecuted, and they will be, discredited, run out of the country, all those things, they frame them. Okay? Exactly. Thanks, Shen. So my guru has been persecuted, has been framed, had many assassination attempts, was filmed. They tried to burn him alive in a hut, and the media filmed the whole thing. Okay? So I know all the stories. So everyone that tries to come in here and tell me that I'm in a cult, or tell me that, he rapes women or abuses children or whatever, I'm a very intelligent human being, very successful human being, have a child, have a husband, brought my child to him for his first birthday to be initiated. Okay, so anyways. Yes, and you know what? You're going to hear stories of people that were devotees that do come in and they have their perception of the world that happens. Okay? So remember what I said, that every person will have their perception of the world. Is that reality? No. It's the reality of what they're living, and that's created based on their version of the world. Okay? So you guys decide for yourselves, and if you're not comfortable in this session, then guess what the decision is? You get to leave. You don't have to be here in this session manifesting wealth, being enriched by humanity. You can just go, okay? So if you're not comfortable, I'm not asking you to be comfortable. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm here to enrich people. So if we're good now, I'd love to get on with the enriching. It doesn't matter what your religion is. Positive Pink, I love you. Thank you. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter what God you believe in. It doesn't matter about any of that. All it matters is that we're here as a group of human beings that want to enrich each other, support each other, and manifest each other's realities. And we're here to do that in a positive, loving way. And that's it. Okay? There's nothing else to it. So let's get on with it. Now, that piece of paper that you took, that you wrote what you wanted to create as your reality, and that what you wrote with something that triggered you today, along with the emotion you felt about it, I now want you to look at that piece of paper. And now this is where you get to make a conscious choice. Is that you, or is that not you? Is that you, or is that not you? Okay? So if you wrote down what triggered you and there's all these negative self-thoughts, I feel the tears in so many of you. If you read those thoughts and that's not what you want to create as your reality, you cross it out, you take that piece of paper, you rip it up, and you're done. That's a conscious decision. How you start changing your beliefs is by consciously choosing and deciding what you are and what you aren't. And it might seem so simple to say, oh, Claire, how easy it's to say just a decision needs to be made. It's 100% that easy. It's a decision that needs to be made. Is it easy to make the decision and stick to it? No, it's hard. It's hard to make that decision sometimes, but that's where the will persistence comes in. That's where every moment in time you get to decide, am I going to choose this or that? Okay? Exactly. Make a decision and stick to it to be accountable to your choices. 100%. I love that. Okay, that's exactly what it is. And you know what? You're going to have times where you fall down and you're going to fall back into the powerlessness, and that happens. But you know what? Don't give up on yourself. You stand back up and you make the new choice again. Here's a really good example of trying it and how tough it can be. Try just for half a day even. Set like 8 hours on an alarm clock. And for 8 hours of that day, decide not to complain in your head or outside with your words. I laugh because I try this all the time. And I can't say I don't think I've ever gotten through 8 hours. Yes, blessings for your interview. Okay, so this is what I mean by making a conscious decision and really being in awareness. Okay, so in conclusion, if you think negative, you attract negative. If you think positive, you attract. Yes, so that's part of it for sure, right? But also the thinking goes deeper into the beliefs, right? So you're always going to have some negative thought or positive thought. Where you want to get to at some point, lovely Magician Tarot, is where you're unclutched from both. And that's the enlightened space, right? The enlightened space is where even if you think a good thought, you don't attach to it. And even if you think a bad thought, you don't attach to it. You're just in the space of the observer, and life just flows through you. That's the ultimate space. That's where the bliss truly happens, because then you're not disturbed by anything that's going on inside or outside. But for us humans that are still getting there, right? For 8 hours, I would do this. Let's do this as a practice, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay? So for 8 hours, I want you guys to take this challenge on if you decide. Set a timer for 8 hours during the day and see if you cannot complain in your head or using your words for 8 hours. And if you do have a complaint that comes out in your head or comes out in your words, what are you going to switch the thought with? Okay? So let's try that as an experiment, and then I want to see what happens, and I'll do it too. Let's all be accountable to each other. And then when we do, I know, I hear you. Claudia, love, I hear you. I know. So let's try 8 hours. Okay, we'll do our best, and we will come back tomorrow and we'll see, how did we do? Okay. And you can even write down like a checklist of how many times you actually like complained in your head or with the words. Because here's the thing. I'm also saying in your head, why? Because people think if they don't say it out loud, it doesn't count. Yeah, it does. Okay, it counts. Shen, can you please, Serenita, if you can please block, that would be awesome. Thanks. Okay, so, the magician got it. Yeah, girl. Okay, so for the one we did already where we wrote down our trigger and the thoughts that came with it, okay, I want you to rip that up because that's no longer you and you get to make a conscious decision. Okay? Thank you. Now, the next challenge that I will post in a video after this is this 8-hour challenge of not complaining outside your mouth or inside your head, because the thoughts inside your head count too. Your brain records it all. Okay? Your brain records it all. So, 8 hours. Now, are we ready for group healing? Do we want group body scan and healing? Yes? No? Maybe so? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Okay. Let's do it, and then we'll do wealth manifestation, okay? All right. That's okay, no worries. Okay. I'm going to take my sweater off because there's a lot of heat that happens in the body, especially when we do scanning. I'm new here, but I'm ready. Awesome. Okay, great. Shri Nithyananda Swami is who is behind me. And if you have an issue with Shri Nithyananda Swami, that's okay. You can just scroll on by to a different live. All right. Ready for body scan? It won't hurt. No. But emotions might be released. Okay, so I'm going to chant 3 times and then I will do full body scan for each and every one of us. What will happen is as I do group body scan, I may say things here and there that come up that I'm feeling. You'll know if it's about you or not, okay? If you click and think, oh, that's me, that's you. If you click and it's not you, don't worry about it, okay? So, group body scan. So I want all of us to close our eyes and I want you to focus on your third eye. That is the area between your eyebrows, okay? Area between your eyebrows. I want you to focus on that area and close your eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So with your eyes closed, focus on your third eye. That's the area between your eyebrows. I'm going to start the chanting. And I'm going to do the body scanning. So we can start with, if you would like to participate, you can visualize, imagine, or pretend that there's a white light on the top of your head. And feel that white light move down your forehead, down the back of your head. And focus in on your third eye, the area between your eyebrows. It's common to feel either intense heat or even coolness in that area during the body scan. And then feel or see, imagine or pretend the light moving down your face, all the way down the back of your head. Your eyes might feel heavy, and that's perfectly normal. Feel your ears, your jaw, your lips, your chin. Just feel the warmth of that healing light. And feel it move down your throat, down the back of your neck. Feel it move down into your shoulders. And as always, let's move our shoulders up towards our ears, squeeze for a second, and then release and breathe out. Just relax the shoulders. There's a lot of muscle memory held in the shoulders. And feel, see, imagine, or pretend the light moving down your chest, down your mid-back. And really feel, imagine, see, or pretend that light in your heart. I want you to feel the love in your heart. And I want you to feel the heart muscle and how it beats with ease, and how the blood easily flows. And feel and see the light fill the lungs. You can even breathe in the light deep into the lungs. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just allow your lungs to expand and feel clear and cleansed. And any heaviness on the chest, just breathe in and then breathe it out and relax. Any tightness in the mid-back, same thing. Breathe into the mid-back. And breathe out and relax. And feel, see, imagine, or pretend the light go all the way down the arms, all the way to the hands, all the way to the tips of the fingers. And then feel, see, imagine, and pretend the light going down the abdomen, down the back. And feel the light go into all the internal organs, stomach, liver, kidneys, intestines, male and female organs, just clearing and cleansing. And any fears that you have right now, just allow them to come up to the surface. And allow them to release in this safe space. Any anxiety you feel, allow that to be released. Any doubts that you may have, any self-denial, any self-hatred, let all of that come up and release now. And then feel, see, imagine, or pretend the light continue to move all the way down the legs, all the way down to the feet, all the way down to the tips of the toes. And just feel, see, imagine, and pretend your whole body encased in this white healing light. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths in. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. And in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the healing body scan. So now that we have all of us healed through the scanning, bonjour, now we are going to do the wealth manifestation. Okay, is everyone ready for wealth manifestation? Okay, so what I want you to do is please go grab something that signifies money to you. So debit card, credit card, dollar bill, piece of money, whatever it is, go grab something that signifies money for you and we'll do the wealth manifestation. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to go do that. Just gonna grab a drink here. Okay, so you guys go grab your money, debit card, credit card. Cloudy, I love this. I almost tripped over my chair. Fair. So I am applying Aushada right now, which is sacred combination of herbs and ash that have been burnt down. And then I am grabbing kumkum to also put on the third eye. And then I am also applying Basma, sacred ash from the banyan tree. Okay, awesome. Okay, so everyone have something that represents money for them? Debit card, credit card, dollar bill, piece of money. Tarot cards are fine. All right. So, as always, Kalavedava comes for wealth manifestation. Okay, Kalavedava is an Indian deity. He is one of my biggest wealth manifestors. I also bring Kurma. Kurma is a mandala in the form of a turtle. Also great for manifesting wealth. Okay, so even just by being in the space and looking at kurma brings good wealth. Okay, and I bring my money. I have the silver dollar that I have for the money. And then I've also been adding Ganesha with us as well, which is the remover of obstacles. So I also have Ganesha. And then, of course, Sri Nithyananda Swami is always with us. I literally can't find $1. It's okay. Do you have anything that would represent money for you? Okay, or just tell yourself that whatever you're holding is money. Okay, it's just about the representation of it, not it having to actually be it. All right, so here are all the alchemy products. Just let me grab the one. Okay, it's called alchemy products that are going to help us. Thank you for the good hair. Yes, Ganesh is the god of overcoming obstacles. Yes. No worries. Okay, so what I want us to do is hold your piece of money and whatever it is that you want to manifest, if it's just abundance, wealth, prosperity, hold that thought in your head. If there's a specific dollar amount, hold that thought in your head. But what I want you to do is I want you to stare at my third eye as we do the wealth manifestation. Okay? So Kalavedava's here, Swamiji's here, Kurma's here, Ganesha's here. Okay, and I want you to hold the money and I want you to stare at my third eye. And what we're going to do is through the mirroring of brain neurons, I'm going to hold the space of what's called the cosmic womb. Okay, so where we manifest wealth and where we manifest everything actually is called the cosmic womb in Vedic science. And it is this space, I don't know how to describe it, I just know that I go into it when I'm manifesting, and I hold all of you in that space with me, and I ask the Guru, I ask Sri Nithyananda Swami and all these deities with me to make your manifestation become reality, for you to be showered with wealth, for you to get every abundance and prosperity showered onto you by the universe. And it's the thing that I am the most well known for in our Sangha is manifesting wealth for others. Hi Cindy, welcome. Okay, so hold your representation of money. Stare at my third eye, please, while I manifest the space of wealth and abundance for us. So everyone hold the space together. Visualize what it is that you want. Look at my third eye. For those of you that are just joining, think about what you want to manifest and stare at my third eye. For any new people that are joining, please think about what it is that you want to manifest and stare at my third eye. Think about what you want to manifest and stare at my third eye. Think about what you want to manifest and stare at my third eye. Think about what you want to manifest and stare at my third eye. One more minute. Think about what you want to manifest intensely and stare at my third eye. You can relax. Okay, so two things. Oh, that's so good to hear. I'm glad. Yes, it is 100% okay to cry. Actually, they say that patterns leave the body through bodily fluids, so tears, nasal stuff, all sorts of things. Okay, so two things. Number one, write down the money amount that you want to manifest, put it under your pillow 7 days. And then every single night before bed, look at it and then write down what you manifested that day. Even if it wasn't money, just anything you feel like you manifested. Okay? Second thing, we have a challenge going on now for all of us in this group that are going to take it on, which is for 8 hours. I want you to pick 8 hours in the next little while and try not to complain using words out of your mouth or using words inside your head. And if you do, that's okay, but have a replacement for the complaint and try that practice for 8 hours. And then tomorrow, when we have the live session, let's see how we all did. Okay, it'll be a very interesting practice for you to start understanding what I mean by the space inside of you versus the space outside of you, and how when you start changing that inner space, that's when the outside space starts changing, not the other way around. Okay, so tatastu, which means so be it. Blessings for all of your manifestations to become reality. Truly, I love each and every one of you. I'm so grateful and humbled to be a part of your journey, and I'm so happy that you guys show up all the time, and I love you guys so much. I have no idea what time I'm going live tomorrow. I just end up in the space and I'm like, oh, the people are ready, and I show up and I go live. So thank you so much. I really truly love each and every one of you. Blessings to all of you, and I hope all of your manifestations come very, very quickly. Oh, Vegan Baby, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, love you all so much. Blessings and good luck on the challenge. I'm excited to see what our results are going to be. Okay, bye everyone. Ciao. Blessings.